Welcome home, Raiders. This week, Tattva and Tovo take on the guys from Fat Boss, head to head. Also, a little game came back in beta. Maybe you've heard of it. Well, we'll tell you more. This is Convert to Raid number 210.
You're listening to Convert to Raid, the podcast for raiders in the world of Warcraft.
Convert to Raid podcast power station in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today is February 9th, 2016, and it is now 9:12 in the p.m. Central Time. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us from all around World of Warcraft land and Overwatch land. We know a lot of people are watching the streams tonight, so thanks for taking a break and coming and seeing this chat room. My name is Pat Crane. I'm your host of the show. I'm also called Zug around Airy Peak, US. And the players are here. Let's go to sunny California and talk to Dairies' cat, Red Sox. Hey, Dairies.
Yeah, he looks real happy. He's real mad right now because I'm not playing Overwatch.
Right. Well, you got it on in the background, and that's all that matters.
I know, and he thinks it's his turn to play, but it's not.
You have a stack of quarters up on the side?
I do, yeah. He's called Next.
Right.
He's called Next.
All right, well, let's go and join the man from Lords of the Storm podcast, all about Heroes of the Storm. It's Gizmo!
Dairies, I'm not sure, but you might want to be careful because the cat looked like it's going to kill you in your sleep. That thing is...
Oh, it's true.
Scary.
I sleep with a full body armor, like metal body armor when I sleep. It's the only way when you have cats.
That's good.
Trust me.
That's good. And we'll also go to the man that's going to be up against Fat Boss this on Thursday. It's Tovo.
Hey, thanks for having me back. So I don't think it's much of a rivalry because I don't think they have any idea who we are.
Head to head. Head to head.
We tried to tweet them and try to get them as riled up as we could, but there was no response.
It's a battle to the death. No, it's not to the death. We'll talk about that in a little bit, though. Hi, guys, and welcome to the show. Hi, chat room. Hi, everybody out there at home, in your car, wherever you are. Thanks for joining us. And let's get to what's been going on this week. I know that Overwatch has come out. We will talk details later. But what's going on, Dairies, with you? What's been happening?
Overwatch. That's a lot of that. A little bit of WoW, not too much. Things have been really busy with the traveling I was doing and then work and all that good stuff. But I played a little bit more of my druid. I don't know. I'm trying to revive my enjoyment of WoW, but it's dying out with the end of this expansion and all the talk of Legion and being able to play in the alpha and then all the Overwatch hype and all that. I do find that playing alpha is taking up my time a lot more than I thought it would. It's actually really fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the dungeons and stuff in there, and that's really awesome. And I mean it's the lull, right? So there's so much that's changed in Legion that playing almost any class for any amount of time is exciting.
Right.
And then the dungeons are good because you can go in and you can do them without the pressure of having to worry about getting the drops you need and all that kind of stuff because it doesn't matter. It's all going to get wiped.
It's all for fun. It's all funsies, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and hopefully you guys out there have been joining in with a bunch of different streamers and seeing videos about all this stuff and are kind of up to date. I know that we've been talking a lot about it on this show, but it's a good time. I don't know. Gizmo, what's been going on with you? You're usually knee deep in Heroes stuff.
Yes, lots of Heroes this week, and it was good to see you come out last night and join us for a custom game.
No, it wasn't. It was not. Do not lie. Because, so I haven't played Heroes since before BlizzCon, just because life. and everything else. And so I come back in, and Giz is like, I've played maybe like 3 AI matches. I'm not used to the new meta. I'm not used to anything. I'm just totally uncomfortable with everything. And then Gizmo says, hey, you want to play some? And I'm like, sure. I popped in for one game. I was completely awful at Karazim. Completely awful. Getting stunned and rooted and crap and dying all the time. I threw my damn headphones across the room. I'm like, I could give this up for another 3 months.
Yeah, we'd group up and like rotate a lane or something, and then we hear Pat go, dang it!
Yeah. I think I had some choice words on that front. Oh,
no, it was fun though. But I mean, but yeah, just lots of heroes in Overwatch as of today, and then still playing some WoW Alpha, trying to find that good balance of testing everything out without playing too much before it launches.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you guys said, it feels almost completely different, each of the classes and specs. So still having a good time in that.
Right. Especially if you're playing a hunter,
Yes.
I mean, survival, completely different. It's a very different thing to do. Tovo, what's been going on with you, man?
Other than the moose runs and Overwatch coming back today, we, as you announced already, Tattva and I did the race.
Yeah.
And so what happened with that is I actually had to play a lot of the alpha because I wanted to get my character that I decided to use, which I don't think I can say because they're going to do some sort of production with our specs that we chose and stuff.
Cool.
But if anyone knows me, I think they would be able to guess what it was.
Guess what it was.
But anyway, so I wanted to level up and do all of the quests in all the zones so I could have every option of gear that you could have from each of the quests, because the way that if you played any of the dungeons in the alpha, you know that they scale you up to 110. So I wanted to have every option for trinkets and everything and all the gear so that I could see which one scaled up the best for the dungeons that we did. So I got to 108, and I did all of the quests, and I don't think I was 108 yet. I think I still had to do a lot of the dungeon runs to get enough experience to get to that point where I was max level. But I'm pretty sure I've done all the quests at this point. But there's a couple that are broken, but they're at the very end of the storyline. So at this point, I have all of them done. I'm just excited to see how this goes on whenever they aired on Thursday, and we'll be playing Overwatch until then, most likely.
So let's talk a little bit about that head-to-head thing, because people might not know about it. But on Thursday, there is going to be a video of you. It's a bunch of NA players and a bunch of EU players doing dungeons at the same time, essentially. And so tell me about it. What's going on with it?
So both dungeons that we did, I actually thought we were only going to do one dungeon.
Who are you actually with?
So for the people that are on the US team are Tally, who's a streamer that I'm sure everybody knows, Killers, who's a rogue in Vodka, Monkio, who is a healing monk in Midwinter, and I think is he on Monk Meditation, the podcast?
Yes, he is.
And then it was Tattva and I to fill out the rest of the team. And then we went up against the European team, which was Trekkie, who's been on the show numerous times.
People know Trekkie.
Yeah, exactly. Bellular, who is a YouTube guy. Quelric, who I think she's also a YouTube.
Yeah, she's doing a bunch of YouTube stuff, yeah.
And then Alex and Laws from Fat Boss TV.
Yep.
Also were on the team. So it's interesting. I'm nervous to see how we stacked up against them. What they're going to do is they're going to have. They didn't give us. They didn't tell us who we were even up against until the announcement came out for everybody else, because we were just like, who was it? Who was it?
Surrounded in secrecy.
We just assumed it was going to be everybody that was on. What's the new raid team that's supposed to be?
Serenity.
Serenity. We just assumed it was all going to be Serenity people,
right? And
we were just going to get crushed anyway. But so they didn't tell us anything. They just kept it as quiet. The only thing we know is how we did, and that's it. So Ian Hazakostas and Josh Allen, who's lore, they're going to be during the broadcast. They're going to be giving commentary, I suppose, on how we did and how we tackled different aspects of each of the dungeons.
Sure.
But most likely, they're probably just going to make fun of us the whole time because of how I know that we did. So that'll be interesting. But so the two dungeons we did is we did the Halls of Valor, but we did it the heroic difficulty of it. And then the second one was Maw of Souls, and that's not out on the alpha yet. And I don't think there's much we can really say about it other than it was amazing. It was my it's been my favorite dungeon that I've ran in the alpha so far. So
good. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck as far as how it all turns out in the end.
We need it.
And no matter, hey, it was you previously did it, but still, good luck.
Yeah. So we recorded it last Tuesday because it was going to they're going to air it, and they wanted to mash them together and sort of get like a better production. So there weren't any hiccups with the live feed and stuff. Mm-hmm. But so I know you said it before, but it's going to be Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard, and it's twitch.tv/Warcraft. Yeah, is the place to go. So.
That's really cool. That's really cool that they're doing it this way, and it's pretty neat that they're doing kind of a nice little race and keep it competitive, and I'm sure that it'll end up better than you think.
Maybe.
Maybe
through the wonders of editing.
Yeah, through the wonders of editing. Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of fun times that we kind of freaked out on. So hopefully they take the voice and edit everything together really well. So it'll show that we were having fun.
Right.
And even if we don't have a chance of
Did they record your mumble or whatever?
Yeah, a few nice. I think Monk and Tally both have all of the footage and the voice. So I think they went back and forth and got all the voice to go along with it. So hopefully hopefully nobody swore too much. we try not to, but whenever anything went wrong, we just got really quiet and really frustrated. So
that's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
You'll see.
Awesome.
I'm excited to watch it myself because, like I said, I have no idea what.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you guys. I think that's awesome to have a line of sight to really, get a spotlight, and you've gotten the spotlight before in the launcher and stuff like that. So this is really, really cool. I like.
We were so surprised when we got the email about it.
You guys are being put to the test.
Yeah,
look out.
It was pretty amazing. So,
that's cool. That's cool. Anything else? Let's see. I think we've explored my week because of Gizmo. And the other thing is Overwatch. I mean, everybody here, I think, was playing at least a little bit today. I know that they opened up beta a little bit more, and we'll talk more about that as we go through. Dairies.
What? Huh?
Discord is a thing that we do, right?
It is a thing. Yeah, it's a thing that we do on the internet.
Yeah, talk about that.
It's on the internet.
Yeah.
Which is a series of tubes.
Right.
No, Discord is the voice chat and text chat application we've been using for a while now. Well,
your voice is like your internets right now. California internets are going crazy because of Overwatch night. That's my guess.
It could be. That's possible.
All right. Well,
can you hear me?
Why don't you try it one more time and we'll see what's going on.
Okay.
Nope, that's not working.
So Discord is the
no, not really. I'll talk a little bit about it. So Discord, as Darius was trying to say before he was so rudely interrupted by California Internet, is a little program. It's text chat and voice chat program that we use for the show, and you guys can join us if you want. We're opening up the gates for all of you guys to join us. Just go to discord.convertraid.com, and that's the URL, and you will be whisked away, and you can join us. It's totally free. It's totally cool, and you can hook up with people all around the world, and Horde, Alliance, we can all get together. That's it. Right, Dairies?
What?
Nice chat. Okay.
His connection is poking cotton.
Using that joke
No.
again.
It didn't work.
It did not fly. It went over like a lead balloon. All right, let's go on to... let's go on to the Raiden news.
Calling all raiders from around World of Warcraft land. This is raiding news.
Oh, man. All right, it's time to check out what's happening in the news for raiders around World of Warcraft. And first up is that Blizzard turns 25. Yay! So Blizzard Entertainment has been around for 25 years, guys. Pretty amazing stuff. So let's just kind of go around the room and where did you guys first get in touch with Blizzard games? Was it Warcraft only, or was it before that? Dairies, no, I'll go to Tovo first. Tovo, where did you first start with Blizzard?
I think StarCraft, the first StarCraft, is probably the first time that I've ever played a Blizzard game.
Okay.
I also played the first Diablo on PlayStation 1. Now, I mean, obviously I had no idea who Blizzard was, or I didn't even know that the StarCraft and Diablo were made by the same company at that point.
Right.
And then I also played Diablo 2 after that, and I think those are the only 3 games that I played. I didn't play any of the Warcrafts. I know that's a terrible thing to say. I think that's the main reason I'm not into the lore as much, because of if I'd have played those campaigns, I think I would have been more intrigued by the lore.
Sure.
And then after that, I'm pretty sure WoW was the next thing I played. I had never played an MMO up to that point. I started, I think, about the middle of the Burning Crusade, and started on Alliance with my human warrior. I tried to make it look as much like me as I could, and which was terrible. And
Nice.
So it was my first max level tune, and I started tanking 5 mins, and eventually my friend made fun of me because the Alliance models were too pretty. So I ended up rolling Orc Hunter, and then I had an Orc Hunter for however long it's been, 7 or 8 years since then. So
Wow.
up until I moved to Airy Peak. So
Right.
yeah,
Cool. Very
it's my
cool.
experience with Blizzard.
Okay, Darius, let's try you. Let's see how you're sounding.
Okay.
You're looking like hell, but let's see if you sound good.
That's typical. I wake up like this.
Okay. Right.
My first experience was actually Warcraft. What was it? It had to have been Tides of Darkness. I'd
Okay.
gotten it for my birthday one year, and when I was a kid. And I remember I was on a school bus actually returning from school, and I was talking to some kid about it. And the kid in the seat behind me had overheard it, and he said, "Oh, I've wanted to play that. I've read about that. Can I come over?" And he turns out he lived in the house behind me, and he came over and we played all night long. We played this game, and it was the first time I'd played it, and the first time meeting him. And it turned out that we became best friends, and we've been best friends ever since.
Wow.
So that was yeah. So not only was that my first experience with Blizzard, but it's also how I met my best friend.
That's amazing. I mean, you have friends.
Well, I mean, I have to pay him with,
Oh, okay. All right.
Blizzard
All right.
time.
Right. That's really cool. That's an awesome story. That's great.
But that's where I first started. And we played a lot of that. We played a lot of the original Diablo, a lot of StarCraft, played
Right.
a lot of Blizzard games. He's the one that actually got me into WoW. So I have a lot to blame on him.
Yes, you do. That's nice. And for those people not watching the video part of this show, Dairies looks like a moving smudge. It's really great. It's awesome.
It's like we got Sharku back on the show.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, California. All right, Giz. How about you, bud? What was your first Blizz experience?
Well, I am as old as Blizzard, apparently. So
Hey, congratulations!
I was fairly young, but I remember playing Warcraft 2, just because my older brother had played it, and all I really remember about it is clicking on sheep and making them explode.
Oh yeah,
and like the job's done. I love that stuff. I was young, I don't know, but then I hopped into World of Warcraft once again when my older brother started playing that, and through that. That's where I got the Zord on the end of my name.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Zord Lords were a guild in vanilla Warcraft, and it's kind of been our gaming group ever since. We just had our 10-year anniversary this year.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's huge.
really fun. And from World of Warcraft, Diablo 2, and then, of course, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, and now Overwatch.
Yeah, I started with Wrath. That was it. That's my story. I started with Wrath because and it was I didn't do any of the previous stuff or anything like that. I hopped right in. I was seriously working like crazy throughout most of the 90s and basically until about 2000.
So you were an adult.
Yeah, I was being an adult. And then I finally found a little bit of time that I could devote to gaming, and I decided to claim World of Warcraft, and boy, am I happy that I did it. I am. It's awesome. It got me into all sorts of other stuff, too. All sorts of trouble. So so that's good. And I know that we talked, so Blizzard Entertainment, 25 years. Are they doing anything special? I don't think that they necessarily are they? For the 25 years.
They serve donuts.
They serve donuts. Okay.
Not to us, though.
No, not to us.
Just at the campus, they had a bunch of flyers and stuff.
They had a donut breakfast. You weren't invited.
They made a video.
Yeah, they did do the video. Mike Morheim and a bunch of other folks and talking about community and the games and about how excited they are for the future of Blizzard Entertainment. I can't see how the Blizzard Entertainment's future couldn't be bright after all the stuff that they've released in especially the last couple of years with everything else going on. Oh my God, it's gonna be awesome. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be great. Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about. I want to talk briefly about Legion Alpha just for a little bit. Tovo, I know you did a lot of different stuff, but didn't they recently release Violet Hold as a dungeon?
They did. They re-released it for Legion. So I had two experiences with Violet Hold. The first was we went in with our teammate, Monkio, and Tattva and I, and we had a terrible time. We didn't even get past the first boss. Wow. And I don't know I'm still not sure if it's intended to work the way that it was working or we were just really bad. So the first boss is one of those big tentacle guys. I don't know what they're called, but so
Cthulhu.
Basically, one of those guys. And so during his transition phase, a lot of tentacles come up all over the whole room, and you have to kill them all. And if you remember in old Violet Hold, you could click on those fixtures on the wall, and it would kill everything.
Right.
So we used up all of those to try to kill this boss, and we ended up not being able to do it. And then we came back later, and it was just Tattva and I by ourselves, and everything was fine. And I don't know if we randomly
glitched something or whatever.
Well, if we just got a different series of bosses because it's random, right?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Right.
So I think we got a different series. Right, exactly. So the one boss just might be buggy or something, but it was fine. I mean, I know why they had to bring it back because of Dalaran and everything,
right.
But it wasn't.
But they didn't have to bring it like the whole thing back just the way that it was, did it? I mean, they fixed the falling rock at the one part that everybody knows. You run up where the falling rock was. Well, they fixed that. They made it into a stairway. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's the same place.
I wasn't super enthused whenever we did it. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything compared to the new dungeon that I can't talk about. That's really amazing.
Sure,
but
I never had a big problem with Violet Hold, but I know that it wasn't the favorite for a lot of folks, for sure, because it was just a static room. Giz, you want to weigh in here? What did you think of the old Violet Hold?
Pretty much the same thoughts as everyone else. I mean, it's just it was cool the first few times because it's very different, but it's it's a room.
Right.
That you go stand in. I don't know. It's nice because they're, it's just boss fight. I
wanted the floor to open up and then like you fall in and you're,
you're not going anywhere. You're not engaged. You're just sitting there waiting. And that's always the worst.
See something different happen at the end anyway. Just something blow up or whatever. I don't know. Dairies, how about you, bud?
I haven't done it. I didn't mind the old Violet Hole because I don't mind a dungeon where you're in one spot the whole time. It's a lot less.
It was okay.
time. And I liked
you don't have to.
I
run.
liked how it was different bosses and things like that. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see the new one of this, and I'm glad they fixed that rock that was annoying that everyone would get stuck on.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you'd get hung up, or your pet would, or something would end up getting bad on that. So good, something to look forward to. A fixed stairway. There we go. That's it. Anybody else have anything else about Legion Alpha you guys want to bring up? I don't think that they've changed anything really this week too much.
Zug, have you attempted the Vault of the Wardens?
Which one is that?
It's the last boss. You have to carry the light around, that light mechanic, and reveal things that are in the shadows.
I can't remember.
We should queue up for that after this because we need to see the last boss.
Oh boy!
It's
oh really? Is it really
it's
cool?
Something. You fall down into this pit or wherever you're at. I don't know. I'm terrible with lore, but there's these light fixtures that you take the light from, and then you get an extra action button, and you can throw that light to a different location. But as you go through and kill the trash, you reveal it with the light as you go, cool. And then that light mechanic becomes the thing on the boss that you have to sort of toss around and reveal the ads and stuff like that. But it's really difficult the way it is right now. I don't know if they're going to rebalance it, but the final boss is really hard, and I wanted you to give it a shot before they fix it or whatever.
Well, if everything goes just as planned, just like it did in Heroes the other night, I'm sure it'll only take me a few hours.
Can you afford to buy another headset after you throw it across the room?
I think I'll need a new one. I might. It's that's funny though. But that sounds cool. That sounds really cool.
It's really like the aesthetics and everything are really cool with how the light works and tossing it around to reveal the different ads and stuff. But it's pretty deadly, that last boss. So,
I bet. Sounds like it. Sounds like a real pain. Kind of.
It's a pain. It's a pain.
There is something new that was posted on Reddit. It was actually a survey that Blizzard passed out to folks about the Warcraft movie. And this little thing says the following. Blizzard is considering the following offer. Please read the offer and answer questions, blah, blah, blah. The World of Warcraft Ultimate Movie Edition. It will contain digital copies of all the following expansions: Burning Crusade, Wrath, Kata, Mists, Warlords. It will also include 1 month of free game time plus an exclusive in-game item. And this is all free with the purchase of a ticket to see Warcraft in a theater. That's kind of cool. And we're not saying that this is going to happen. This was just in a survey. And then they had people answer questions about this. Giz, thoughts?
I think this is an awesome idea. I hope that it does happen. A lot of people out there know what World of Warcraft is, whether it be knowing somebody that plays it, which there's a good chance of, or they know what it is because they've seen the South Park episode of making fun of, us all living in our mother's basements or Colin Cowherd. But I think it's a smart move by Blizzard in a good way to either bring people back who haven't played since, vanilla or so, or maybe never even played the actual MMO, maybe just played some of the RTSs. There's, if this is or does happen, there's not really a reason not to come back and check it out if you enjoyed the movie. So,
yep. Dairies, anything?
If this is real, I think this is a great idea, but I also think this might be just a poorly worded, maybe phishing attempt or something like that. The guy that posted this didn't post any real context. It was just a screenshot of this. No email address it came from, nothing else. It was literally just this white background and all this kind of stuff. There's spelling errors in here. There's grammatical errors. I'm a little weary as to what this actually is until we can get some kind of confirmation. It seems a little odd. It also seems like an insanely difficult thing to manage. How do you verify that someone has bought a ticket, with all the different theaters out there and the different methods?
It'll be difficult. That's for sure. So Yeah, and we're not sure if this is real. We're not sure if this is going to happen or anything like that. It's an interesting prospect, though. I don't know.
Yeah, now that Darius points it out, it would. I mean, they with like just a regular movie ticket. How are you going to fit something on there to?
Here's my ticket,
like
Blizz.
a code or something.
Here's my ticket right here.
Send a screenshot of you holding your ticket next to Doomhammer in your theater to receive your code.
That'd be good. No, it's just like one of those paper tickets that you get for raffles or whatever, and somebody's holding it up. I have 73066. Whatever it is. Tovo, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's real? Hoax? What?
I mean, after Darius went through that, probably not. But it just seems like the movie's gonna
way to shatter our dreams, Darius.
Yeah.
What? To go back on it though, it looks there is a blue in the Reddit thread that says it's legitimate.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like it was gonna have this effect anyway. But now that they're so open to giving that out, I mean, that's gonna be great for the game. You know.
Yeah.
For the interest and everything. So.
Well, and Giz, was it you that posted something in our private Discord chat about Warcraft wanting to release with a movie, an expansion with a movie? Wasn't it something like that?
No, I don't think that was me.
That wasn't you? Oh, damn.
No.
Somebody did, and they were like going, "Oh, could you imagine if there was a movie and we released an expansion right after that? How great would that be for subscriptions or for engagement or however they're going to be?"
I thought that was you.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was somebody else.
At this point, though, like
I don't know
where we're at with the alpha, how far? I mean, it's going to be really hard. It's going to die down. Maybe that's why they feel like they have to give something with the tickets. I don't know, because if you compare it to previous betas, we're not even in beta yet. I mean, right? You could say it's in whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. They can call us beta or alpha. It doesn't matter. But we still have a lot of time. We don't have all the specs. We only have 3 areas unlocked. You know, there's a lot of things that have to happen or be tested still. That, you know, it's going to take a lot of time still. It's going to hit the very end of that summer.
But they are doing. I mean, they are doing some stuff right now. I mean, they have been doing some limited raid testing. They've been doing some other stuff along the way too, just making sure that systems work, and those are usually the big things, right? I mean, making sure that systems work, making sure that specs feel okay, even if they're not necessarily balanced. You know, just if all the spells kind of work together. You know,
maybe we can't go off of the past beta times, and hopefully we can't. But you know, anytime that's close to the movie coming out or being out for a little while, or just coming out of theaters, and then somehow, you know, the expansion releases not long after that, that would be great. But I'm just worried that it's going to take as much. They're going to take as much time as they need, which at this point seems like the end of summer. So
right. I'm kind of with you, man. I kind of feel like they have until September 21st, 22nd, something like that, for the end of summer officially, and they may use the majority of the summer to make sure it's just right. That's what they've been doing for 25 years, though. They haven't been releasing something until it's just right, and they're going to use every moment they can to make sure that it's the way that they want it before they ship it out, right? So, but
at this point, my rage is so muted by Overwatch and all the other titles that we have to play. So it's like, all right, whatever, take your time.
And that's kind of a cool place to be too, where you see all these other games and you can play all these other games, and they all kind of feel like Blizzard or Warcraft or whatever, even though they're different. I mean, it seems like we're in a very different position than we were for Siege of Orgrimmar, right?
Yeah, definitely.
As
far as just Blizzard gaming is concerned, yes, very much. Yeah.
Because was Hearthstone even out then?
Was it in beta, or was it out?
I think it was out.
I think it was out, like the last part of it, not the first part of it. So, I mean, it's just kind of a cool place to be. So I'm digging it. Anything else for Warcraft stuff that you guys want to chat about? Because otherwise we can go into some mail. Let's do it.
We've got mail.
We do. And if you have a question about anything for us about rating or anything else, let us know. We'll try to answer it on the show. You can email us at converttoraid@gmail.com. You can always tweet us at converttoraid, or you can call the old raid line, 612-787-RAID. And first up, Dairies, can you get this question, please?
This is from Night Elf Roy. There you go.
Night Elf Roy.
On Borean Tundra, US.
Yes.
He says, "Hey, CTR crew, just wanted to know your thoughts on Demon Hunters. Do you think they will be like how DKs were when they first got released in Wrath? As in, do you think they will be the new overpowered class? Love the show. Been here since episode 1. I'm sorry."
Yes. I think anytime we hear that, we have to issue an apology right away.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. Oh, long time. Anyway, Tovo, let's start with you, man. Do you think Demon Hunters are going to be OP?
I don't think they have any more chance of being OP as any other spec that they're changing. I mean, obviously the Death Knights were, and everyone knows that, and they're like, oh, they were a hero class. I mean, hero class only has to do with what level you start out at this point. It has nothing to do with anything else. And that the fact that the Death Knights were overpowered, and I think that was just a regular tuning issue, to be honest. I mean, some of their mechanics obviously were superior to the way the old specs in the game that weren't changed whenever DKs were implemented. You know, some of those mechanics were superior, but as far as the numbers go, they've done a really good job. I mean, it doesn't look like it now since everybody has all the best gear and all the rings and stuff, but they did a really good job of balancing in the last few raid tiers. So, I mean, if we're talking about PvP, maybe, who knows, with the dashing and the double jumps.
The dashing and the double jumps and all the speed
and the I-beams
and all the everything, and that might.
But honestly, I think we're at a point now that they're going to just get everything as balanced as they can. And there might be a few things that people figure out that sort of game that a little bit since the Demon Hunters are brand new. But I would bet that it's going to be closer to balance than the Death Knights started out to be.
Gotcha. And just for note, I just want to say I apologize to all the Twitch watchers of this show. Twitch is being funky. Are those guys in California too? Because maybe it's just California internet is just being crazy. Yeah. But our stream just keeps on crashing left and right. So sorry, chat room about that. Dairies, do you feel like sorry, I was going to say DKs, DHs, Demon Hunters are going to be overpowered?
I don't think so. I think there's been way more than enough testing done on the alpha with Demon Hunters. DKs, if I recall, they weren't playable at all before release, so there was a lot of balancing that wasn't done. And I like to think that Blizzard has gotten much better at balancing classes. So I think it might appear that they're overpowered because everybody's going to be playing them. So you're going to see them on the meters a lot. You're going to see them, higher up in your recount and your SCADA and things like that. Maybe not higher up, but just more of them. So you might think they're overpowered. But I think they're going to be in line with just about everything else. And Tovo might be right though with like the double jump and the dash and that kind of stuff. They might be really strong in some scenarios. But most classes have that kind of one boss fight where they're really, really good.
Right on. And Giz, I mean, at this point, I think that one of the things that wasn't brought up was that, I mean, with the way that specs are working for Legion, I don't see that balancing is going to be a problem for anything, because now you can go in and not only can you adjust spells, but you can adjust talents as well, right?
Yeah, and the only thing I could see like having balance issues is, again, not just Demon Hunters, but because everything is so different in this next expansion, that's where I see they could run into a problem trying to get everything balanced with all the drastic changes at launch. But, again, that's why they have alpha. They'll probably keep it in alpha until they have that stuff figured out. But yeah, I mean, pretty much I agree with Tovo and Dairies. I mean, I do feel like they should be kind of towards the bottom on damage taken on most fights, just because they can move so quickly in and out of stuff. So
right. Well, and they have like a shield or something like that, like take 50% damage for such and such a time or whatever it is. And so I mean they've got some tools in their kit that that work really well for that stuff. So
yeah, and I haven't actually been able to play him like in a group with other classes. I mean, the last couple times I've tried playing Demon Hunter, the elevator still doesn't work to get out of that starting zone. So I don't know if
they fixed it. They fixed it the other day.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
I'm super pumped to hop back in there. Then
yeah, it's totally cool. I made it out before the show last week. I finally made it out of there and into the real world. It was really awesome. I enjoyed it. All right, one more question, and this is from Tiber. Is the Overwatch voice chat any good? And if it is, do you think Blizzard will bring it into WoW? Tovo, have you used the in-game voice?
So when I first started the Overwatch beta, whenever it first came out, I was having a lot of problems with the in-game voice. I'd have to restart my game a lot, and the voice quality was really sketchy. But towards the end of the last beta and the little that we played today, everything was great. I mean, it worked great. The only problem with the voice chat, and it has nothing to do with the voice chat, it's the party system. Whenever you leave a game and you're in a party, it kicks you out of your party. So like you can be in the middle of talking to somebody and you're like, oh, I'll leave a game because someone has to rejoin the party, or someone has to like restart their game or whatever. Like Darius was having problems today, and it kicks you out of the party, and you don't even realize that you're out of party and you're still talking and wondering why no one's talking back. So that's just the problem with the party system right now. But the voice seems fine. Yeah, it seems fine.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree, because I think we've all used the game voice at some point in Overwatch, and it's good. So it's definitely a heck of a lot better than WoW's voice chat has ever been.
Yeah, I don't know how they'd implement it. I mean, that would be strange. Just weird. From not having it for so long and using other programs in WoW or something.
No,
it would just be so strange.
We're so used to like going to other places, going to Mumble, going to now Discord, and all those different places, and then go, no, try the in-game chat, and the people are like, they have in-game chat?
Yeah. Like if it came up by default or something when you join the party, oh boy, that would be something.
That'd be weird. That'd be so weird. I don't know. All right, let's head into the BattleNet news right after I get the sounder up. Okay, here we go. Ah, yes, the BattleNet news. Now, when we can, we take a look at the big headlines around the rest of the Blizzard universe, and now it is our time to chat about all things Overwatch. Overwatch came back. Oh, by the way, for Overwatch. Thank you.
Yes.
And I know that it's funny because I was talking to a bunch of different people. Some people were in beta and some people were not in the beta. And both parties seemed to agree that they were really wanting Overwatch to come back, so that they could watch more, so that they could play more, so that they could kind of discover this game a little bit more and really try to figure it out. And they came back today, and there's a bunch of new things, right, Dairies?
Yes. There's a ton of new stuff in the alpha that's back.
Oh boy, you're sounding horrible again, so I'm gonna...
Mic quality back.
Yeah, your mic quality is just all over the place. It's really awesome. I like it. So I'm guessing that and Twitch and everything is screwy for you guys. So I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. Let's go to Gizmo. Gizmo, what are some of the new things that we're looking at for Overwatch?
Yes, so they added in the new game mode and 2 new maps that we had talked about the previous couple weeks. Is it Conquer or Control?
No, it's Control. Control.
Yeah. Which is, I really like it. They're typically longer than the other game modes. It'll be one.
You and I played both, right? Both of the maps? Yeah.
Okay. They're really cool. It starts with 1 capture point. Both teams fight over it. Whoever wins it wins that round, and it's best of 3 rounds. And each capture point is a different location on the map. And it seems like on both maps, each capture point does a really good job with different I guess, environmental objects and stuff. So the strategy on each point is going to be vastly different, I think.
A lot of flanking opportunities.
Oh man, yeah,
for sure.
Were so many. It was crazy.
So how that control works though, like whenever your team is the only one within the zone, you cap it pretty quickly, and then as you hold it, you get points, and then whoever gets to 100 points, but you keep your points, right? Is that how it works? You keep your points. Yeah. Each team keeps however many points they have captured, and the first team to get to 100 points captured. And so like if your whole team's in there and you're just hanging out, you're getting another point up to 100, and then the other team comes and like coordinates their ults and kills everybody. They have to capture it first, and then they start accruing their points too towards it as you're running back and going. So that's sort of how it works. And then, like you were saying, the best, if you get the first two right away, then you win the mode.
It was really cool because the first game we played was actually like the closest Overwatch match I've played. I think it was on the third round, and the other team got up to 99, and then we were able to get in there and wipe them and take it back. And
nice.
It was really
I
close.
think we'll see a lot of close matches on that game mode. So
yeah, that was pretty cool. I wasn't sure what I thought about it at first because I'm like going, well, this doesn't seem very different. It doesn't seem really, it doesn't seem outlandish or weird, or it doesn't seem like something that I haven't seen before. And Jeff Kaplan, he actually came out with a video describing some of the things that was going on as well, and he called it King of the Hill, which essentially is what it is. It's just
that's good.
It's just you're there until the other team is there, and then you got to knock them off. That's the way it goes. But as I played a couple of different matches, I was surprised at like the flanking opportunities, like what you were saying. It's not a straight ahead approach, so it's actually pretty interesting in that respect.
And there's a lot of like different levels and stuff to have to keep your eye on. Like on some points, there's they can come up from beneath you or above you, and it's really fairly difficult to control it.
Yeah,
and actually, a lot of the window, like there's a lot of places I noticed, in even the old maps, where there would be open windows where you couldn't shoot through. But now I don't know, it's either bug or intended, but you can now shoot through those through a lot of the environmental windows and stuff like that. So that adds a whole new element to being on different levels, because I think it's Hanamura, the first capture point. Like you're set down in with stairs leading to opposite sides of you, where there's windows on the top floor of it, and so like a diva was up there in the corner just shooting through the window, and I'm like, I'm not used to looking there because you could never shoot through the window. So they added a bunch of different. If your team's coordinated, it's good, and that's what you want. You want the map to actually reward you for being more coordinated. So that's what I noticed with a couple of the new maps that we played. So
right on. Dairies, you seem to be less smudgy right now. So did you play some of this control stuff and some of the new maps and stuff?
I did. I played quite a bit of it in different ways. It seems like the way it is right now, in each time that I played it, is that once you like hunker down and you turtle inside that area, it's very hard to remove you if you have a semi-decent team, which means it can quickly snowball into one team having the point and the other team never being able to get in there. It makes, having a Mercy very, very important on that map because it's so small, and they've tried to nerf her ultimate ability already by putting a 15-yard range on instead of 40, but the point is so small and everybody's fighting on it that one Mercy res can save your team from, having to give up the point. I think there's a lot of balancing that needs to be done with the maps or with that mode, maybe in general. But it does seem like it's very hard to swing things.
Yeah.
I think especially in pickup groups, that's for sure going to be the case. That's going to be more of a game mode that you want to play with a full group, because you need that communication and stacking ults and stuff in order to take it over.
And it's nothing in compared to the second point on Hanamura, for example, like where there's only a cone in which you can enter. You know? I mean, there's a couple different ways, but there's certain spots that are completely safe or very easy to watch. but in this case, there well, maybe because people haven't explored all the map in all the different hallways and stuff, but it seemed like there were more opportunities to get around and into those zones. But he is right; they are really small. And if you can use those the walls and the corners to your advantage, you can really be difficult to get in there.
Right. I was watching. I was playing a game, and one of the guys was Reinhardt, and Reinhardt is really great when he has that shield in front of him, and he could just block the world with this shield. Unless they come from behind or the side.
Yeah.
It's like maybe you want to switch from Reinhardt and go like Winston and do the Monkey Man with the shell, because that's what you really need there.
Yeah, it's like you're playing Reinhardt and you have your shield up, and then you see someone coming toward you, like, what are you doing? Get away from me. Like it's an enemy. They just walk right through your shield and then they kill you. It's like, get away from me. What do you do? All you have to do is just walk through me, and then you can do whatever you want.
It's so like crazy. When I go against a Reinhardt or someone on my team's playing Reinhardt, it seems like that shield's indestructible. Whenever I play Reinhardt, that thing gets destroyed immediately, and I'm terrible with him. I don't understand. I just need to play him some more.
Oh man, I tell you, it's been a bunch of fun. So they have the new play mode, which is Control. That's the new game mode. They have 2 new maps, which are gorgeous, as always. So be watching streams and videos for all that stuff. They do have a new play mode where you can actually play versus AI. So it's kind of like Heroes of the Storm. You gather up in this case, 6 guys, 6 live people going against 6 AI. And I did one, and it was good. It wasn't
good.
It was good. It was standard. It was like, I feel like it's maybe a little bit easier. And
did you try to play solo? Because I saw that you can also add the AI to your team too. So it's not like it was before where if you play against 3 AI, it's just you versus 3 AI.
Yeah, you could do, and then the custom game stuff, which is before it was, you couldn't really do much unless you had full teams on either side. Now you can like add AI guys on both sides of the thing. You can also like have the AI guys fight each other while you are a spectator, I think, and then you can float around and watch them. I'm pretty sure that you can do that.
Yeah, they've added a lot to that custom game mode. They've made it so you can restrict people swapping heroes mid game. You can have it so it limits the number of heroes. You can lock out heroes. It's they've done a lot to that custom game mode that a lot of people were asking for. It's very much a tournament mode creation tool at this now.
Yep.
So it's gotten really good.
Yep.
I think that play versus AI is excellent, because before, when it was just you versus either 1, 2, or 3 AI, it was extremely difficult to learn a new hero, because things are just too crazy in quick match to learn a new hero. And when you were going up against 1, 2, or 3 by yourself, there's some heroes, like if you're doing Mercy, you're going to get destroyed and not have any. You don't have anyone to heal either to practice positioning and stuff. So that I really like that.
It's pretty tough. And along with that stuff, along with the custom game stuff, I mean, which is really awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they build that even further, maybe. But they also have training mode. They have a target range where you can actually go out with your heroes and check out both DPS and healing in a little bit, as far as how much healing you can get done in a short period of time, or how much damage you can do depending on range. I mean, like I took Roadhog in, and I was like going, okay, well, if I blast this big thing from way back here, what kind of damage is it going to do versus when I'm right up on somebody? And it just kind of helps you gauge your character a little bit better. So I thought that was really cool. What else is new that you guys have seen?
Player progression, the most important thing, and it's amazing.
That's right, player progression. And so, Giz, tell us about player progression.
So they added in player progression, which they talked about, and you now can level up your account, and for each level you get a loot box. And this is a box that contains, 4 items?
Yeah.
I think it's 4 or 5 items.
4.
That's range anywhere from just like World of Warcraft, gray, blue, or is it green, blue, purple, orange, as far as items. And they have profile portraits, sprays, voices for specific heroes, finishing or victory positions, and skins, which are amazing. Most of them are just skin tints that kind of change the color scheme, but the legendary skins are completely different.
There are some sick skins.
Awesome.
They're amazing.
Oh my god! I got a Roadhog. It was the Pigpen Roadhog one where he's all muddy and stuff. It's
awesome.
so sweet. There's one where he's like a shark. He has a shark for a face. Come on!
I got in my third crate. I got the Mariachi Reaper. And
which one though? There's a couple of them.
It's just the one that's called Mariachi. I think it's mostly black and gray.
Yep. Okay,
and it is. I'm pretty awful with Reaper, but I'm determined to get good at him now because it's amazing.
Oh.
He's got a skull face.
So
he's got a skull face, a big sombrero, and a guitar on his back.
It's a Day of the Dead Reaper, essentially.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you guys are familiar with that artwork, I mean, they just really did it up with Reaper, and don't they have like before Reaper was Reaper?
Yep.
Skin
it's
as
like
well,
a Spec Ops Reaper. I don't know if I don't remember if they gave him a name or not.
Yeah, they did.
But they have a whole bunch. Like they have a young Hanzo where when he was a kid or teenager or whatever, and a whole bunch of just really cool skins that are, I mean, completely different from the regular skin. You guys will have to check them out. There's so many.
And Dairies got a skin for Reinhardt that changes his hammer into an axe. It's like dark heart.
Yeah, I got the
black heart.
Black heart.
Black heart. Yeah,
Dude.
it's the black hand.
Dude,
yeah, he has big spikes.
It's amazing.
And like the chest look. I mean, that is the one that looks like Diablo. Oh, it's a black one, right? Though, so
it's all black.
There's a one that's just a color change, Bloodheart, and it's red, and it looks like Diablo's coming for you. It's amazing. Oh my god!
I have yet to get a single skin, but supposedly I was listening to someone talk on stream, and you can. It's not disenchant, but it's if you get doubles of something, you can turn them into the credits, which
if you get doubles of anything, you get automatically without doing anything, you get coins for it. Coins is the in-game currency. You get coins through that. Eventually, you'll be able to buy coins. With real money. They haven't said it any other ways you'll be able to get coins, but you can spend those coins to unlock the skins or the sprays or whatever you want. Everything has a value to it.
Right. So guys, now this is the progression scheme. This is all that they're doing for progression. They're not hiding, they're not gating any content behind it. They're not, at least at this point, they're not gating some sort of, like in Heroes of the Storm, you have the Hero, what is it? Hero League. That's gated behind however many levels you need to get to go into that. And Jeff Kaplan in the video said that they don't want to do that. They don't want that to be the case. They want everybody to be able to play whatever they want to play right away. Do you think that this is enough of a progression level though for this game? I don't know.
I like it. It's exciting to get random objects. But at the same time, it worries me a little bit because, I mean, the more you play, the longer it's going to take to level up. What if you just have really bad luck? You never get any of the stuff that you want. Yeah, sure, you'll gather coins over time and be able to buy some of that stuff. But like, what's the max level going to be? Will you be able to, if you get max level, will that unlock everything or majority of the stuff?
According to Jeff Kaplan in the video, there is not going to be a max level. You're just going to be like
Paragon forever. Diablo,
yeah. So,
well, that scares me on how much time I'm going to spend in the game and what at some point.
Right.
But whenever they're going to incorporate matchmaking and they're going to have like a competitive. Are they not going to have a competitive mode?
You would think so.
So I mean that's a form of progression in itself. That goes along with it. So at least there'll be that. In addition to the other stuff.
So. Do they have to do anything for like a competitive, like ranked type of system, or is it just like a hey? Here's
just going to mirror like Heroes of the Storm or something?
They've said that there is ranked play coming. That's not in yet. There's nothing in there yet, but they are working on a ranked play kind of mode like Heroes has.
Have they said anything about it at all, or is it just
No, they just said that it's coming.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be looking out for that, I guess, as we move forward, and we should hear about that fairly soon because they're supposed to be releasing before June 21st, right?
That's like what, next week?
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah. Yep. The Warcraft movie will come out, and then Overwatch. That's the way it goes.
It's a busy week next week, man.
Yeah, that and Deadpool
I need a calendar.
and Zoolander 2. Got to watch that
Zoolander?
this week. Yeah.
Zoolander, yeah.
Yeah, man. Got to do all that stuff. Real quick, let's talk about Heroes and what's going on there. And I can think of nobody better to lead us through this than Gizmo.
Alrighty, so last week, actually a week ago from today, Li Ming entered the Nexus, and she's of course the wizard from Diablo 3.
She's totally overpowered.
She is insane.
It's really
it's
insane.
It's the range on her abilities are super long. She can siege like no other. She can stay out of the range of hammer. She can stay out of the range of towers while doing ridiculous damage to them. I think it's just some of her numbers need to be tweaked. Her kit is amazing. Her talent tree is amazing. There's so many different builds you can go that are all viable, and depending on comp stuff. There's a lot of heroes that only have one or two builds you can do. But she doesn't. And then also, they started doing balance patches a few weeks ago that people have been wanting for a long time that are actually coming out on Wednesdays instead of the normal Tuesdays.
And they're going to have to do another one for Li Ming.
Yes. So we're kind of expecting one tomorrow because not only Li Ming, but Rhaegar got almost completely reworked, and he's actually stronger than Li Ming right now. I think his win percent went up something like 13.8%, which is insane. And yeah, he's on the top of the leaderboard by over 3% right now. So that's cool stuff. And then they started the Lunar Festival that's going on, where if you play 25 games before March 1st, I think it is, you get a Monkey King portrait. They have a bundle with Jaina skin and Illidan skin and Cloud Serpent mount. And the Jaina skin, actually, if you go to the third tent, it's a nice nod to Symmetra from Overwatch, the same color scheme, and it actually has like the little Overwatch badge on her chest that
that's cool.
Symmetra does. So it's really cool. I love seeing them do this type of stuff. And the Wednesday patches, they've done them the past 2 weeks. So if they keep this stuff up to try and keep the game balanced, I think people will be happy.
Cool. Anything else? Anybody have anything else for the BattleNet news? Just making sure.
Overwatch came out.
Yeah, Overwatch did come out. You want to talk about it? Because we haven't talked about it at all. Right.
Not really.
Right, exactly. So instead, we will go. Let's just get out of here. Our stream is dead or dying. Dairies he's half a smudge at all times during
the
this.
best you're gonna get from me anyway.
He's like all 8-bit and weird. So
Minecraft.
Let's just get out of here. Yeah, he's Minecraft Dairies.
Yep.
That's the new skin for Dairies, actually, for
my legendary skin.
Minecraft Dairies. Oh man! All right, let's get to some reviews, Dairies.
We have one this week. It's from John Lee Pettimore.
All right. Thank you. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your 5-star review on iTunes. And thanks, guys, for all of your comments on YouTube and beyond, and the internet, and on Discord, and all those kinds of things. Any shout-outs this week, fellas, or plugs for what you're doing this week and in the future? Anybody?
Yeah, I got one. So coming up this February on the 20th, we will actually be doing a charity event. I believe Mick was heading this up, our very own Mick from Stormcast. But the guys from Stormcast, Lords of the Storm, Into the Nexus, and Core, which is Scott Johnson's Heroes of the Storm podcast, we're getting together to stream some games. It's going to have some crazy rules. Just have fun. I think it's going to be about 3 hours.
Wow.
And we're raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Cool.
So if you guys want to check that out or support it, you can just go to www.heroescharitybrawl.com and find out some more of the information there. But it should be a really fun time.
Does anybody use the www anymore?
I don't know why I said that.
www.
Triple dub.
Yeah, that's right.
So Tattva this week is ordering a new computer, so we'll be able to stream and do our videos soon. every time he tries to stream, I think it lasts 15 minutes, and then he has a video card kernel error or something. So
Right.
we've tried to work around it, but we just can't do it anymore. So we're just gonna get him all hooked up with the new system, and we'll be doing all that stuff starting soon. We have actually have stuff recording. Yeah, more live streaming. Try to do it more regularly. That's the main thing. Maybe not for huge chunks of time, but try to do it as often as we can.
Yep.
And also rendering videos was hard for him. So we have a lot more stuff like that already recorded, and we just need to get it all worked out. But if you want to watch our stream, it's twitch.tv/LOS_gaming. And any CTR people, like if you have the alpha, the Legion alpha, or if you have the Overwatch beta, just let us know in Discord, and we'll team up and we'll play.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what everybody's doing. It's like, all right, let's get everybody together, and we'll just go. If you are in these things, let us know, and you can do that through Discord for sure. That's probably the best thing. Dairies, anything for you? Any shout outs? Any upcoming good stuff that's going on?
No, I'm just really looking forward to a time when I can go back to being 32-bit.
Right.
16-bit, 8-bit life is really difficult.
Yeah, life is hard for Minecraft Dairies.
Yeah, it's really hard to go through airport security when I don't look like my picture.
Go punch some wood.
Right. Oh, man. And for me, I just want to say thank you guys for joining us as always. And again, apologies to the live chat. Twitch is apparently just being a jerk right now. So
it does that every once in a while.
I know.
I don't know what its problem is.
It just craps all over everything. Oh, yeah. One other thing that I want to mention before we go is that this weekend on Saturday, the CTR Guild is helping out the AIE Guild, the other big behemoth on the Horde side normally. But they're going to be over on Airy Peak starting up a level 1 gnome. And the CTR Guild will be ushering them from Nomagon to Orgrimmar to go fight Vol'jin.
Yes.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
I'm super excited for this. One of my old raid teams used to have an event we might on a Saturday night have some spicy water and roll some level 1 humans and race to Booty Bay. And it was our streaking events. This sounds amazing as well.
They call it the running of the beef, and it's just level 1 level 1 stock thing, and they just go. No heirlooms, no nothing, no fighting, no quests. Who cares? We're just running. And it's hilarious. So come check it out. It's going to be live streamed. And if you're in the CTR Guild, you can always help out and stuff like that. So that's going to be that. And I got to bail on this music. It's been going on forever. And I'm going to start up this music.
I can't even hear it, so...
And I'm also going to say, well, you're Minecraft Dairies. You have no ears. All right. And I was going to say, we cannot do this show without all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking in on us, even though Twitch died. And thank you for taking the time to rate us on iTunes. Thanks for the feedback and questions. Make sure to join in on all the conversations we're having at any time. You can email us at converttoraid@gmail.com. You can call us and leave comments and questions on our raid line, 612-787-RAID. That's 612-787-7243. You can jump in our Discord by going to discord.converttoraid.com. Or you can follow us on Twitter @converttoraid, or even individually. Isn't that right, Dairies? Minecraft Dairies.
Probably. You can find Pat Crane. He's at Pat Crane with a K. You can follow Gizmo. He is Gizmo Zord. That's Zord, not Sword.
Right.
You can follow Tovo. He is at Lost Gaming. LOS_gaming.
Yes. And you?
And I'm not on this list. I am at Bored Mind.
You are at
BOREDMIND.
You have lock hands, so you can't actually type on a keyboard.
You are at Minecraft Dairies. Oh, we should start an account. All right, and make sure to join the Bazooka Guava Nation by heading over to converttoraid.com, where we have show downloads, forums, videos, audios, tons of links for raiders, and so much more. All the guild stuff, all the guild events are over there as well. For live shows, head to converttoraid.com/live. We're also on iTunes, Google Play, all sorts of other stuff, live streaming on Alpha Geek Radio when we can, and more. The Convert to Raid podcast is produced and distributed by Signals Media. Make sure to check out all of our friends on the Signals Media All-Star Network at signalsmedia.com. That's going to finally get us out of here, and I can stop talking for a while. It'll be good. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. Thanks, fellas.
Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch. Thanks, fellas. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you on our next show next week at our regular time, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central. And for all the guys that Convert to Raid, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.